stopped at the 17. Pulls it, fired, complete. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
To the air. It's back. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your...
Wide open spaces. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, I was thinking it was 4th down territory. Does that change your mind, Reese?
Not at all. I mean, you give this defense credit for coming up with the stop, but if you want to be aggressive and get the 6, stick to your guns, run the play. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. And this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
Coming out with it, it's Marion. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for.
Lofts one high and deep. Snags it on the right. All out of space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Fighting off the defender. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
Man, this guy's like tackling a tree stump, man. He's just so thick, so compact, just continues to break tackle after tackle. You want to bring those arm tackles? They're not going to work. You better bring your whole body, and you better bring a friend.
To the air, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just...
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Quarterback keeps it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauman. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the...
And that one is picked up in the end zone. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply wouldn't.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick and fast.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun. Give on the inside. Turning on the Jets. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's the danger about being in a third and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield. The defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. He'll set up to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Lofton. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen. You put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Holds and fires complete to the right. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all field that can make plays. He's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
Now, a 4th down.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. And this run is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. The hurry-up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. The screen, and watch out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the offense falls on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on down.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Into the end zone, and he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Touchdown, Miami! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simpson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Just enough time to get off 1 final play of the half. Looking for space, it's Haynes. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last pass when they need 8 on second down. Got a little space. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And that'll do it here in the second quarter. Halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Corralled by the kicking team. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on the football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. Finds his tight end. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll pull it down and run. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Canes. The defense putting points on the board.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Trying play action. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it.
Going to take a shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got some room to run. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if...
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fires to the wideout. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Miami! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%.
Makes a grab on the shot. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up at